Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee, SNS Storm Chasers, meteorologist joechaffee.com, weatherlongisland.com. And we're going to take a look at tonight's weather models. We're going to start with the GFS, which here's Hermine, right off the North Carolina coast tomorrow morning, right near Cape Hatteras. From there, it moves northeast. So now we're into Sunday morning. We have the colors represent the surface winds, winds at 10 meters off the ground, and the darker blues would be winds in the 20 to 30 mile an hour range. The green area would signify gales, and by Sunday afternoon, we've got gales along the New Jersey coast all the way down to Cape May, and the yellows represent winds of 50 miles an hour or more. If you watch the track on the GFS, it goes northwest, north, and then hooks west. It really was kind of like the European was on the day run, just south and east of the European's view. So it seems to be trying to come a little bit more into line with that. And then it just kind of loops it and meanders it. Now we're into Tuesday, and we've got gales still touching the coast of Long Island and New Jersey. And then it just continues. It just sits there pretty much through Thursday, and then finally by Friday it moves out. Now that is the GFS's view. We're going to switch to the Canadian, which has kind of a different story to tell. They're all right about the fact that it's going to be off north at Hatteras, North Carolina tomorrow morning. It moves it northeast a little bit further, does the loop, but it does it in a broader way so that it touches the coast by Monday morning, and you'll notice that it has 40 to 50 mile an hour sustained. These are sustained winds, by the way. 40 to 50 mile an hour winds over central and eastern Long Island and along coastal New Jersey. And then gradually that wind field tightens and diminishes as the weather system, as the tropical storm, or actually it might even be I think this might wind up being possibly a hybridized hurricane. I mean, it's got a fairly deep pressure there, and we're going to probably see a few things with this that we don't normally see. And the Canadian kind of drifts it around, weakens it over time, and then after that it just loops it, and we're still at Friday, and finally a weak low. All that's left is a remnant low that moves on out. So that's that model solution. We can take a look at the NAM tonight, which had its own strange ideas. Okay, actually, again, right near Cape Hatteras, but actually the NAM takes a little bit longer for it to get there. It doesn't actually have it moving off the North Carolina coast until tomorrow late afternoon, and then it just kind of loops it around, and then it comes up, and then it goes east, and then it goes west, and then it goes northeast, and then north, and then northwest as the pressure starts to fill a little bit, and we are now into Tuesday morning. So, trying to forecast exactly what this thing is going to do is really going to be a logistical nightmare from a forecasting standpoint. This is just very, very difficult to figure. Let me just real quick, I'll punch up. I was hoping that the new storm surge off the evening advisory would be updated, but it's not. So I'm just going to jump to the Hurricane Center, and we'll take a look at what their forecast is from 11 o'clock. Now, remember, they have not seen the new model. So their forecast is for it to move off North Carolina as a tropical storm. Then it becomes post-tropical, but actually they re-strengthen it as a hurricane as they attempt to turn it to the northwest, and then they take it northeast from there. Usually they do a blend of, their forecast is usually arrived at some sort of blend of all the weather models. And when you look at the spaghetti plots, we might have the new ones out, so let's take a look at those. And you can see how crazy this is. All the different hurricane models, they all seem to cluster. They have a big cluster of them southeast of Cape May and south of Long Island. You have a few of them that hook it back to the west-northwest. You have a bunch of them that take it out to the further east and then hook it back. I mean, it's just crazy. So we'll leave you with the last look tonight. We'll look at the satellite loop, and there's Hermine. It just seems to be moving right along. I think I would probably, to me, discount the NAMS idea because the center is already near and just past Wilmington as of midnight. And, at the rate it's going to be off the North Carolina coast near Cape Hatteras by tomorrow morning and then moving northeastward. We've already seen some of the high clouds trying to move northward from this. So I would, we'll have to wait to see what the European model does. That model has been the one that has behaved quite well with tropical storms over the last couple of years. It's not always right, but it does seem to have the upper hand. So let's see what that has to say, and we'll report on that in the morning. So don't forget, meteorologistjoechaffee.com. There are a number of posts on there, weatherlongisland.com, SNS Storm Chasers, and please do subscribe to my YouTube account. It's free, and it really helps me out with my standing with Google. Thank you.